I see it.
Hi, here we are. Hey guys, Nicole and I are here today to share some really exciting things about wellness and travel because we have partnered together with this amazing company called Ternant, and we wanted to share a little bit of our story. Well, my story for sure, and Nicole has some exciting things that she'll share as well when we get to one of these things that she fell in love with. So, if you don't know who I am, my name is Becky Smith. I live in Green Bay, Wisconsin, as does Nicole, and I found throughout the span of time, being a mom with three kids, working full time, and having three autoimmune diseases, I've got Hashimoto's, discoid lupus, and seronegative rheumatoid arthritis, that Western medicine was really failing me. So, through all of that, I found myself looking into the world of biohacking and trying to find a doctor that would essentially help me with some of these issues and not just keep feeding me more and more medications per se. While I do utilize those medications and they have helped quite a bit, it wasn't until I really got things in line with metabolic health and some other tools that I found the secret to vitality, actually finally losing the weight, getting the energy, not feeling like I had to take naps all the time. And that has been the key to a lot of my story. So my story goes back to about June of 2023. It is, yeah, June of 2023. And I was in my doctor's office and I was complaining about hair loss that I was having. I'm going to show you a picture before and after in a minute of what my hair looked like. But I had this big bald spot in the front of my head and I was very self-conscious. I was always trying to comb my hair over it and stuff. And I was complaining to her about that. And she asked me if I was using like a collagen. And I said, I do have the blue tub from Costco, but if I'm being honest, I really suck at using it. And she's like, oh, no, 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 no. She goes, I want you to use a liquid collagen. It's like a high octane collagen that's like food for your hair. It's like WD-40 for your joints. It is fantastic. You're going to love it. And I'm like, okay. Well, she sold it in her office and I took it home and I used it for a couple months. And I was surprised. After a couple of months, I had these like little spriglets of hair kind of sticking out of my head. And now it has since grown back, as you can see. But wait till you see them before and after. And this started growing back. So about 2 months after that, I want to say it was the end of August of 2023, my friend Carissa reaches out to me. She's one of my good friends I've known for a long time. And she says, I've partnered with a company in the health and wellness space, and I think you should take a look at it. I said, no, I'm not looking at anything that you're offering me. I'm not looking at any opportunities. I am so freaking busy. She goes, well, I'm going to send it to you anyways. And thank God she did, because it's the same exact company that my doctor had me using the collagen from. So I about peed my pants and fell off my chair that I was like, holy crap. Seriously? I've been using this same collagen that my doctor recommended. She's like, yeah, this company's amazing. Everything they have is amazing. So I said, send me absolutely everything. I want to see everything that we have here. Well, my background is in biochemistry, medical laboratory science. I teach biochem and medical laboratory science. So there's a piece of me that always digs into this. I'm very fragile. I have to be very careful with what it is that I put in my body. And I always look and dive deep into things. And what I found was a very solid CGMP certified program that they utilize. Everything is third party tested for heavy metals, lead, mold, and toxins. And it is safe to put in my fragile body. That's huge. They have a scientific advisory board that is absolutely incredible, that helps develop everything that they have. So I dove all in on everything and got the biggest package that they had. And I've been researching and diving into these things and helping other people ever since. And the snowball just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger over the years, that other people have jumped in to join me so we can share this with as many people as possible, because it's that amazing. All right. So I'm going to show you that picture and talk about a few of the things that are my favorite and how these have changed my life from a, not just a hair perspective, but weight loss. There's a lot of different parts and pieces here. So to start, this is the collagen that my doctor had recommended to me. And you can see my hair on the left side. I had a very, very bald area in the front of my head. And then after, I would say this is probably 6 months later, you can see the difference in how thick my hair was. Now, did it come back overnight? No, it took a couple months, but this was a natural way that I could get my hair to grow back and respond like I wanted it to. This also has 11 grams of collagen peptides. So your building blocks of your body, the scaffolding that are holding you together, your bones, your muscles, your tissues, your joints, everything is built out of collagen. And after your 20s, it kind of takes a dive bomb and your body doesn't make as much collagen as it used to. So this has 11 grams of collagen peptides, which is 4 times more than a lot of other collagens that are out there. It is a type 1 bovine collagen, which is very similar to the collagen in our body. It also has 10 grams of protein per shot. So that's a little shot glass there. I keep this bottle in a shot glass next to my toothbrush. I take a little shot at night and then I brush my teeth, and that way I never forget to take it. It also has hyaluronic acid, which is like the WD-40 for your joints that I mentioned. The liquid in your joints consists of hyaluronic acid. And that, as we get older, we get more bone on bone, we get more osteoarthritis, cracking and creaking, and all of those things. So if you can add more hydration back, you get more of that slipperiness between your joints and you get less pain and creaking and cracking. It has no carbs in it. Our keto people absolutely love that. And one bottle lasts about 2 weeks. So this was the flagship that got me here essentially. And I couldn't be more excited about that. I still use that. It's been 2.5 years and I take this every single day. If I don't take it because I'm on vacation, like went to Mexico, I didn't take the whole bottle with me. I felt it when I got back with my getting out of bed. My ankles were creaking and cracking again. All right, next up, we have Enrich. I'm going to put this up here for just a second. How many people do you know have diarrhea, constipation, gas, bloat, all of the digestive upset, people that don't have a gallbladder, people that, they're really struggling when it comes to when they eat, they just feel awful, or they have long-term GI upset. This has been an absolute game changer for so many people. So I'm going to do a demonstration here really quick, and I'm just going to pull this back up here. 1 second. Let's see if I can make myself a little bigger. Here we go. All right. So this is a standard snack pack. Oh, it's hard to see because I've got a blurred background. Snack pack pudding, like you hopefully don't put in your kids' lunches, but you know what I'm talking about. So this is a super thick, dead food. I'm going to show you what happens when you add a live probiotic and enzyme to a food that is completely dead. You can see it's thick. Okay. It's a thick pudding. So I'm going to add one of these enriched digestive enzyme capsules. Normally you would just swallow it with water before a meal, but you can see it's a veggie capsule. Looks like this. I'm dropping things on my computer here. Okay. I'm going to break this open and I'm going to put it in this pudding. And then I'll tell you what's in it while I stir this, because this is crazy. So crazy. All right. So here's what it looks like. You can see I put it in there. This has 11 strains of digestive enzymes, breaks down carbohydrates, fats, proteins. If people that don't have a gallbladder, this is a godsend because it breaks down the fats, so that they're not running to the bathroom after they've had their gallbladder taken out. This also has lactase to break down dairy. It's got gluten digesting enzymes that break down gluten. So it's not for celiacs, but for people that get bloated like me if I eat too much bread or a burger or something like that. This is huge. It also helps people who are afraid they're going to get glutened if they go out to eat. So if you are a celiac and you go to a restaurant and you're afraid you might get glutened, this may help you in that situation as well. But obviously this will not be a something that you should use if you are a celiac, but it may help. So we have that. It also is great for beans and breaking down beans. Beans make you gassy. It's got 4 strains of probiotics, which are good bacteria. The type of bacteria you have in your intestines does help with your health, and it helps keep you lean and healthy. So from using this, I lost 2 inches on my waist just from getting rid of that bloat. Also, it's got the prebiotics that keep those probiotics alive. So this, okay, I'm going to pour this in here, is completely liquefied. And all I could find was a glass jar. All my other clear, nice glasses were in the dishwasher. But you can see, I'll try and do this here. This is completely liquefied, this pudding. So the first question that I get is, Becky, is this what's going to come out the other end? And the answer is absolutely not. Okay. This allows the food to be digested, enter your intestines where it can be absorbed. You can get your nutrients out of your food. You're going to feel better. You're not going to have the gas and bloat. Okay. So this is something that is a super high impact thing for a lot of people that are going and they're trying to find something for digestive support, and they're on Amazon and they're just overwhelmed. Like, this is the answer, let me tell you. Okay.
Can I just
all right, go ahead.
So this is the one that actually brought me into Trenon. because my husband has gastroparesis, which is where his stomach is like paralyzed. And so food doesn't move along in his stomach like yours or mine or anyone else's. And things just get stuck. And then they sit there for a while and you have problems with that. So this is the one that I get for my husband. So we have some here. And that's what brought me in. And it just works. So that's...
Yeah. Crazy. Awesome. So there's a lot of people on GLP-1s right now. And what that does is it severely slows down gastric emptying and digestion. This will help you digest that food so you don't feel so awful. So people that are on a GLP-1, this has been a game changer too. So you don't just sit there like with all this food in your belly. It can help kind of break it down a little bit so that you feel a little bit better too. So it's been a game changer for them as well. All right, this next picture that I'm going to show is one that I swear to God I would never, ever show anybody. It's been buried in my phone for a while. It was buried in my phone for a long time, and I said I would never share it. But then a part of me said, you know what? In my process of losing weight, what has helped me the most was seeing other people's before and afters. So hopefully sharing mine can give some other people hope and what we have. So I was dealing with a whole heap of inflammation. I had hit about 210 pounds or so. I'm 125 today. So my before picture was 210 pounds and I felt very awful. And you'll see the bloat and everything that I was dealing with. And I was really struggling to find something that I could stick with. I was struggling to find diets I could stick with. I had done everything. I had done Weight Watchers. I had done keto. I had done low carb. I have done the counting calories, everything. And I couldn't stick to it. So that was like, I would do it for a while and I would do well. And then all of a sudden I'd quit and I'd gain all the way back. Right. I've also been on a real GLP-1 in the past as well. And of course you stop that, the food noise comes back, you gain it back. So what I have found is that what we have our hands on here was the answer to sticking to a healthy diet. So I'll show you this picture. Like I said, I wasn't going to show this to anybody, but here we go. Oh, all right. Why isn't it showing? Here we go. There we go. Okay. So this is me on the right. So I was 210 pounds of just feeling like a busted can of biscuits. I mean, literally, I look like a busted can of biscuits. And on the right-hand side, I was 137 pounds. I've lost 12 pounds since. I need to retake that picture, but I need to get a little bit tanner because I'm pretty white right now. So I will retake that picture. But what I have found here is that getting my metabolic health in line made weight loss possible. So we have an award-winning metabolic health system that I'm going to explain how this works here in just a second. The science piece of me is really gets excited about this. So we won a first place Gold Stevie Award for product innovation, beating out IBM, Siemens Diagnostics, a lot of different places. This is a two-piece system that has allowed my body to actually lose weight. The first piece of this on the left is the smaller black bottle. This was released in October of 2023, and we sold 1.5 million bottles in 90 minutes. It was crazy. The science behind this was insane. So what this is a glucose converting enzyme. So you go and you walk past the break room and you eat a big cookie, right? Because that's what everyone's doing this time of year. There's like food everywhere at work. So you go and you eat a cookie. Your body breaks that down by digestion into simple sugars like glucose molecules. What this does is it takes those glucose molecules, it links them together into an alpha glucan fiber that can't be absorbed by your intestines. You're getting less sugar, which means less calories. You're getting less sugar, which also means less inflammation. And we all know that when you get too much sugar in your body, causes a whole host of other diseases down the road. So you want to keep that low. So this is one of my tips and tricks that I have for people over the holidays. Like, you're going to go to parties, you're going to eat. You're going to go eat the crap in the break room at work. Why are you allowing your body to absorb all of that when there's a tool here that can help convert 50 to 90%, depending on the type of sugar? It works better with real sugar than it does with like high fructose corn syrup, for example. So this has been a key. Even the meatballs, like cocktail meatballs you eat, have sugar on them, right? All the barbecue sauce and stuff. It also has grains of paradise to boost your metabolism a little bit. So that's the first piece. The second piece of this, we call our GLP-1 drink, which I think does it a huge disservice because it does so much more than that. The drink on the right is a beverage. It's a powder. It's kind of like drinking Crystal Light, for example. This has all plant-based fruit extracts that cause your body to increase its own GLP-1. I drink this on my way to the party. I drink it. I've got one right here actually that I'm drinking right now. Because I'm gonna eat lunch here in a little while. It turns off some of the food noise. It makes you not crave the garbage foods. It makes you feel full faster and stay full longer. Okay, so that's the GLP-1 aspect. It activates an enzyme called AMPK, adenosine monophosphate kinase. And when you increase that enzyme, it pushes your body to preferentially burn fat around your visceral organs in your belly first, okay, before it taps into other things. And that's the bad fat. It also helps keep your cholesterol, HDL, LDL in line. It decreases cortisol. We all know cortisol leads to belly fat as well. And it also increases nitrous oxide to dilate your blood vessels and lower your blood pressure. So it just helps all around with all of those markers that you're tested for at the doctor's office. And when we get those things in line, it makes weight loss possible. A lot of people are sitting in a condition where they've got increased insulin. They don't know it. They're insulin resistant. They can't lose weight. They have got their vitality is gone. They have no energy. They're sitting in a state of metabolic dysfunction. This brings you back. And it also helps you get through times like the holidays right now. Like I haven't gained a single pound and I know I'm not going to because of how well this has helped me. So I'm not going to gain the weight and then have to lose it in January. This is going to help me keep it off while I can still enjoy all of the things this holiday season. Okay. So that is our metabolic system. This next guy here is my lifeline in the mornings. I used to drink coffee, a pot of coffee every single day, a whole pot of coffee. And I know I'm not alone with this, but I would drink it and I get up in the morning, I drink it on the way to work and I keep drinking it at work. Now I have 1 cup of Mojo and I'm good. Now, if you would have told me this 3 years ago that Becky, one day you're going to have 1 cup of coffee and it's going to be called Mojo and you're going to be satisfied, I would have told you you're absolutely crazy. But what this does is this increases dopamine and serotonin. So that's why it's called Mojo. It makes you feel happy. It also increases focus with L-theanine. It's very clean and mold-free. And it also kind of boosts your metabolism and it cuts off the cravings that you may have in the morning. Like, for example, if there's donuts at work, if I'm drinking a Mojo, I don't even think about those donuts. Without the Mojo, I'd be wanting those donuts. So it helps with that piece of it as well. We've got Brazilian coffee, which is what I drink. It's black coffee. It's like an instant coffee. And then we've got rich chocolate as well, which is like a hot chocolate that my husband likes. And then Nicole, she got the salted caramel coffee, which is a limited time offer right now. If salted caramel's your thing, that one will be sold out really soon. So I can't guarantee by the time you see this that we'll still have it. But this is the replacement for your coffee. That is an absolute game changer when it comes to starting out your day for sure. All right. Next up, perimenopause, menopause. How many people are dealing with hot flashes, night sweats, mood swings, waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning in a puddle of sweat or not able to fall back asleep? You take the covers off and put the covers back on. You take the covers off, you put the covers back on. We also have all of these things that people don't talk about: loss of libido, vaginal dryness, all of these things as you get older through perimenopause and menopause that women are struggling with. And a lot of people don't want to go on hormone replacement therapy because there's a lot of, things that we hear about it for whatever reason. They may not be able to. This is a 3 plants. It's 3 plants in a capsule that are actually have been discovered. This is where Eastern medicine kind of comes in. It's fun. It's called Estro G100, but there's no estrogen in this at all. Okay. It's just these 3 plants. These 3 plants have been proven, and there's scientific evidence all over the internet, if you look at this, to cause natural relief for all menopausal symptoms. Now, perimenopause and menopause starts when you're 35 and goes all the way till you meet Jesus. Okay. Like it follows you all the way until you die. I'm dead serious. So people, I've said, oh, I don't need that. I've already gone through menopause. Oh, girl, don't tell me you're not dealing with loss of libido, vaginal dryness issues, and mental brain clarity issues, difficulty sleeping at night. Don't tell me you're not struggling with that in your 60s, because I know you are. So this has been such a great addition to what we have, because it's another option for women who want to stay natural and not have to dive into the worlds of hormone replacement. This is a great thing to try first. Okay. So this is huge. I take this at night because night sweats are my problem, and getting up at 2 and then just like staring at the ceiling, trying to fall back to sleep. So this has been huge. If I forget to take it, after a couple nights, I'm back up, waking up again in hot sweats. So this one has been so great. One more, and then I promise I'm not going to keep producting you to death here. This one is new to the landscape of health and wellness. A lot of you may not have heard of this. This is called NAD, niacinamide adenine dinucleotide. This is where the scientist in me like really geeks out. If you remember that Krebs cycle back in biology, where you learned about, energy in a cell, you need NAD comes into the cell, produces through the Krebs cycle a molecule of ATP, which is your energy source. I don't know if you remember that, but if you don't, that's fine. But in general, NAD is pretty much the gasoline that your cells need to produce energy. If your cells don't have energy, you're going to be sluggish. Your body's not going to be working as well as you want it to. And there's 3 things that I found with this product. I have been using NAD injections since April. This just came out by Trinont, a liposomal form, in October. Prior to October, the only way you could get NAD was going to your doctor, or if your doctor does it, or a med spa to get IV drips of NAD. Or you could get injections because you had to mainline it into your bloodstream. You couldn't just take a pill because it wouldn't survive the digestive process. Well, now we have produced a liposomal form that has choline with ellagic acid that actually makes this absorbable into your bloodstream in a capsule form. Because this injection was spicy. Like every time you injected it, it burned like a banshee. So I'm so excited about this. So what does this do? What's that?
I've seen you do give yourself one before on the thing, and they have.
That's spicy. It's like, yeah. It's but here's why. This is the coolest thing in the whole entire world. So once you start adding this energy back into your body, you feel elevated. You feel like Becky or Nicole 2.0. It's like not like you had caffeine and you're jittery. You just all of a sudden have this like uplifted sense of like, I can fold the laundry, put it away, make dinner, do the dishes, put the dishes away, and sit down on the couch and still feel like you don't have to crash. Like it's just, you just feel more elevated. Your mental clarity is the first thing you're going to notice. You're just going to feel like, wow, I just feel so there. The next thing that I really noticed is having after lost that weight, you would think that in the summer, if you saw my lifestyle and followed me around, the amount of like margaritas and barbecues and boating and things that we do, the things that were creeping back into my life, you would have thought I would have gained weight back. But instead, I was continuing to lose weight. And after I talked to more people that are now using NAD, they're losing weight faster than they ever had. So this is kind of the key to unlock your metabolism as well. Lastly, my husband's been taking this for 2 months and he is sleeping so much better. Before taking NAD, he slept awful. Now he'll take it. He sleeps really good. He forgets to take it. And he's like, God, I slept like crap. I'm like, did you take your NAD? He's like, no, I forgot. Like, stop forgetting. Don't forget. This is worth it to sleep better. So this has been a really neat addition for people that want to lose weight. I highly recommend that Daily Health System and NAD combined together. It's like this metabolic mastery in my mind. It works so, so well. Okay, so let's say there is something here that interested you today. There's 2 ways to get your hands on it. You can order as a customer, so with Nicole, thank you very much, or you can order as an associate. And I just want to mention that really quick because I think a lot of people just jump in as a customer, but if you order as associate, you get a bundle that's discounted. You also get wholesale pricing every time you order after that. And if your friend Sally Sue sees you losing a lot of weight, and you're feeling amazing, or you've got extra energy and you're just like, wow, what are you doing? You can either text her a link and she can order from you, or you can send her Nicole's link and Nicole would love that too. But why wouldn't you want that piece of it when you get a discounted pricing and you also have the ability, not that you have to, but the ability to have people order from you. So that is a perk for sure. Second, I just want to share our Jeep program because this really sets us apart. At your very first rank of having 2 associates on your team, you are eligible for our Jeep bonus. And I have a 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee in my garage that I don't pay for at all. Trinont gives me the money to pay for that Jeep. And that is definitely a game changer for a lot of people. If you already own a Jeep, fantastic. You really want to get in on this because they will pay you just because you have one in your garage. Okay. You can own it, lease it, have a loan on it. Doesn't matter. There are some years, like it can't be 20 years old or something like that. There's some year verification with that, but this is huge. There's a lot of people that need a new car or they're drowning in a car payment. And this was something that was a blessing to us. We don't have a car payment at all. So that is one piece of what we have. Next, I want to mention really quick, Turnaught Travel. This was just released in October, and my husband was sitting next to me at convention in Vegas, and he's like poking me on the shoulder. He's like, Becky, Becky, Becky. Oh my gosh, my gosh, my gosh, my gosh, my gosh. This is crazy amazing. So we've added travel to our repertoire of business, and this couldn't be better. Like, I am just beside myself, because here's what they found. And this is just one of the reasons why they added this, is that people who travel and travel often are actually healthier and have less heart issues than people who don't. There's actually some peer-reviewed articles, and I used to have a slide that had those articles on it. I got to bring that back. That shows you how important travel is. Well, with this economy, I'm finding that a lot of people aren't able to travel as much as they were before. So it's kind of like a bummer, right? That was one thing that I found was taken from us with this economy, was less money for travel. So Turnaught has been very helpful with that. And our family have been able to go to Mexico multiple times a year, et cetera. But this is going to make travel even better. This is a portal, kind of like if you think of those online booking sites, one starts with an E. Due to compliance, I'm not allowed to talk about the names of those online websites that people use. But this is a portal like that, but it's a private portal. It uses up to 35, 40 different vendors to search for the best price, where a lot of those online ones might use 5 to 10. So you can book right in there. You save up to 65% on hotels, condos, cruises, car rentals. There's also no blackout dates on anything. You get a free voucher worth between $1,500 and $2,500 every year. So when you're subscribed to it for a year, you get that voucher at the end of the year. So I'll be going to Aruba all-inclusive in a year and not have to pay for it. So that's insanely amazing. Trying to think what else I'm missing within that. So yes, that travel voucher was the last piece of that. This is, oh shoot, I thought I had another slide. The membership is $65 a month if you're an associate. And the really cool thing about this is that at the end of the year, you'll have spent $780, but you get a $3,000 vacation, even if you never book a resort, a hotel, a condo, or anything. I'm finding condos in there in Orlando for $249 for an entire week. So you can't, I don't know where else you can find things that are that crazy amazing. So definitely worth taking a peek at when you're looking at Turnaught. All right, lastly, we do have those bundles, those discounted bundles I was talking about. The first one is these top two. So we've got the Daily Health System and the Enrich, which I did the pudding demonstration with. On the bottom, we've got the Builder Bundle, which has that Daily Health System and Enrich, but it also has the For Her. It's got our Glow M collagen, our protein powder, which is a strawberry clear. It's so good. And some creatine, which is so good for women's health as well. And then we also have the Elite Pack, which is what I came in, which has everything I mentioned and more. It also is free enrollment on this giant bundle and a free convention ticket. So this one is definitely the best deal, is highly discounted, and you get to try just about everything we have that's super popular. All right. So Nicole, anything I'm missing?
I think you covered pretty much everything that I was thinking of.
All right. Perfect.
I know somebody else asked me about the, like, you know how there's like LMNT, hydration, like that. Yours, the 2 flavors.
Yep. That is Quench.
Quench, yeah.
So Quench is our competitor to Gatorade, but it's all natural, 5 calories. Much better for kids and things like that. There's Sunset Punch and Citrus Twist, I believe. This summer we had Blue Raspberry, and it was like the best thing in the whole entire world. The kids loved it, but it was a limited time offer. So hopefully that comes back next summer, because that one's my favorite. I'm like rationing it. I have it hidden so my kids can't find it. It's for me. So yes, that is our Quench as well. All right. Well, we're coming up on a half an hour. Holy cats. So if you guys have any questions, pop them down in the comments below, and we will certainly get those answered for you.
Yes. Thanks for joining. Thanks, Becky.
Yep.